W0TX repeater.
This is K0QR. Please stand by while I set up the repeater for net mode.
PL on.
Denver Radio Club Net will begin at 8:30. This is K0QR. QSD from the Denver Radio Club. Welcome to the Denver Radio Club Net being held on repeater W0TX. This is a meeting held on air every Sunday evening at about 8:30 p.m. Good evening. My name is Jim. My call sign is Kilo Zero, Tango Oscar Romeo. I'll be your net control station transmitting from Littleton, Colorado. If there's any emergency or priority traffic during this net, say break at any pause, and the net will be suspended until the emergency or priority traffic is completed. information concerning any ag-related activities. Regular meetings at the Denver Radio Club are held on the third Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m. And with COVID-19 restrictions, we're conducting virtual meetings and using Google Hangout. If you don't receive a email with the information that how you can attend the meeting through Google Hangout, you can get that information off of our website on www.w0tx.org. And our next meeting will be held coming Wednesday, August the 19th. The normal session is held at 6 p.m. just prior to our monthly meeting. And this session addresses any amateur radio questions that you might have. So whether you're new to amateur radio or interested in some new application of amateur radio, this is a session where you can get help. Also every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. except the third Wednesday when our monthly meeting is held, there's a learning net held on 145.490 megahertz and 448.625 megahertz. This is another area where you can find answers for amateur radio related questions. As a general interest club, we provide emergency communication for the Salvation Army, the City of Wheat Ridge Police Department, the City of Lakewood, West Metro Fire District, and St. Anthony's West Hospital. Always looking for members who would like to participate in this support. Please contact our club president if you'd like to help. Our current president is Jerry Howard, W0GV. Jerry's telephone number is 303-467-0223. The Denver Radio Club website address is www.w0tx.org. Again, Jerry's telephone number is 303-467-0223. The Denver Radio Club also participates in the ARL Volunteer Examiner Program. And again, because of the COVID-19 restrictions, we have to find a specific location to hold the meeting best. So we try to do that from time to time and try and keep that information posted on our website. And also try and pass that along here on the web. On this net, Sunday night net, and keep you advised. And we'll have some information here shortly that some BE sessions are being held in other areas. You might stay tuned for that. And if you have questions, you certainly can get in contact with our BE team lead, Tom Kuchowski, KC2CAG. His number is 720-284-1911. This is the Denver Radio Club Net, W0TX. This is K0TR, serving as net control. Are there any special announcements or bulletins for the net this evening? If so, please call out.
W0TX repeater.
All right, as I mentioned earlier, I've got some BE team testing times, dates and times, locations that are coming up, and we have one coming up on the 27th of September, and that's going to be in Elizabeth, and then another one October 10th in Sedalia. best way for me to pass that on to you is give you an email address, and you can hit on that website and find out what they have, and there's information there as far as signing up for that if you're interested in those. That email address is https://hamstudy, one word, .org/sessions, plural, and /W0PCT. And that will list you, that will give you a listing of those coming up, and I would assume that as time goes on that they'll actually have additional test sessions coming up, so you monitor that website in the future as well. And secondly then, if some are interested in an online study for general class license, I have another
timeout.
Hey Jim, WSRGB. You've been timed out for the last at least 2 minutes or better, and you're really, really noisy, so apparently you didn't get in net mode there.
All righty, let me try it again, Jerry. Thanks.
PL off.
All right, Jerry, how much did I get cut out? Where should I pick up and go back and recover?
You know, I'm not really sure. You were talking about the testing and all that, so I'm not really sure. Just forge on, I guess.
General class available online.
All right, thanks, Fred. I appreciate that. Let me give that email address then for the general class online. Like I say, that starts tomorrow, the 17th. That means Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, from 6 to 9 p.m. So it might be a little tight, but the website is https:// webmail-st.en-us/. Hopefully I got that all in there. If somebody needs to fill, we can certainly provide that here later on in the net. All right, before regular check-ins, I'd like to welcome and invite any visiting radio amateurs to check into the Denver Radio Club net this evening. During this net, we disabled the requirement for the 100 Hz field repeater access tone, so you can use either 145.490 MHz with a minus 600 kHz offset, or 448.625 MHz with a minus 5 MHz offset. Are there any visiting radio amateurs who'd like to check into the Denver Radio Club net tonight? If so, please call out.
This is Kilo Echo Zero Delta Sierra Juliet, David out of Arvada.
And Net Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome a following check-in. Kilo Echo Zero Delta Echo Juliet. Did you get that right, David?
That's Kilo Echo Zero Delta Sierra Juliet.
All right, sorry I missed one of those. Glad I verified that. Acknowledge and welcome a following check-in. Well, welcome to Net tonight, David. Certainly appreciate any visitors that stop by and always encourage that. And, certainly if there's anything that we can do is help you along the lines of amateur radio, please feel free to ask. We're certainly here and welcome any requests. Excuse me. I froze my throat. Sorry about that. And curious, David, how did you find us?
W0TX repeater.
Just going through the schedule on the net lists in Denver. KE0DSJ back to net.
Oh, very good. Glad you found us, and we certainly would invite you to join us any Sunday evening. Always glad, like I say, to have visitors. And again, it's just the normal operation for ham radio that we try to help out each other because we all have started where you start, and always looking for help. So that's what the hobby's about, and we certainly would be happy to try and answer any questions that you might have or help you with any issues that's dealing with ham radios. Again, welcome to the net, and certainly would encourage you to check in any Sunday evening that you can. Make one more call. We have any other visitors that would like to check into the net tonight? If so, please call out. All right, next I'd like to welcome and invite any newly licensed or recently upgraded radio amateurs to check in. Please call out. I'll take record check-ins in groups, and let me know if you have traffic when you check in. I'll get back to you. First radio radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters A through E, Alpha to Echo. Please call now.
November 0 Delta Bravo Sierra Dawn Denver Florida. No traffic.
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Bravo Alpha Kilo. No traffic.
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Alpha Papa Victor Drew Aurora.
November 5, Charlie Mike Kilo, Greg in Denver, no traffic.
Kilo Fox Bravo Yankee. Traffic.
Kilo Alpha 5 Delta Sierra Ken in Arvada.
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Alpha Foxtrot Quebec. Troy and Denver.
Whiskey Delta 6, Delta Oscar Kilo, Rich in Arvada, no traffic. All right, Net Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. N0DBS, and could I get a name, please?
Name is Dawn.
All right, thanks, Don. And next, KF0BAK. Need a name there as well, please.
Name is David in Lakewood. Sorry about that.
All right, no problem, David. And let's see, next I had KF08TV, Drew. And N5CMK, Craig. And KF0, Bravo Yankee. And I did hear you say your name, but your modulation is pretty weak. So, could I get a name, please, and speak a little louder?
Sure, KF0BBY. The name is Roman in Lafayette. Back to that.
All right, thanks, Ramon. And next I had KA5DKS Camp, KF0AFQ Joy, and WD6DOK Rich. Let me make one more call for radio amateurs with call suffixes begin in letters A through E, Alpha to Echo. Please call now.
This is K1 DBC, Daron. And Jim, your audio, it seems to have gotten worse.
All right, let me see if I can. No, tried to kick up the power and it won't go up, so I'm not sure if I've got a problem here or what. Just a minute, let me check and see if I've got a good connection on my antenna. K1 DBC, is that any better? Alrighty, I guess my problem I had didn't have a good connection on my antenna there, so alright, stand by here just a minute. Alright, continuing on. Let me make a second call for radio amateurs whose call suffixes beginning letters A through E, Alpha through Echo. Please call now.
Kilo 9 Bravo Yankee Uniform. That's Kilo 9 Bravo Yankee Uniform. Russell, Highlands Ranch.
And net control would like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. K1 DBC Drone and K9er BYU Russell. Move on down the alphabet and radio amateurs whose call suffixes that begin letters F through J, Foxtrot through Juliet. Please call now.
WZGV, Jerry, Westminster.
N0 GWM, Leon and Lakewood.
Kilo 6 Hotel Juliet Victor, Tom Arvada, no traffic.
Echo 0, Foxtrot Alpha November, Hudson, Denver, no traffic.
Kilo 7 India Romeo Charlie, Bill and Highlands Ranch, no traffic.
Alpha 0, Juliet Kilo, AA 0, JK, Fred and Arvada. And Jim, your adjustment also eliminated the static. Good copy now. AA 0, JK.
Alright, thanks, Fred. I guess I did have a bad connection on my antenna there, so I think things are working better now. Alright, net control would like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. W0GB Jerry, N0 GWM Leon, K6HJV Tom, KE0AJN Hudson, and Bill, I believe it's K7REC. I don't know if I messed up that call or not. Is that correct? K7 India Romeo Charlie. You messed it up, but that's okay. Well, it didn't sound right when I wrote it down, so I thought I better check it, and I was wrong. Thanks. And next I had the AA0JK Fred. Let me make a second call for radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters F through J, Foxtrot through Juliet. Please call now.
Correction, Kilo Echo 0 Foxtrot Alpha November.
Thanks, Hudson. Kilo Echo Echo 0, Foxtrot Alpha, November. Thank you. The next second call for radio amateurs is call suffixes begin letters F through J, Foxtrot through Juliet. Please call now. Move on down the alphabet. Radio amateurs is call suffixes begin letters K through O, Kilo through Oscar. Please call now.
Kilowatt Delta 0, Charlie Golf Fox, Kenny and Thornton.
Kilo Echo 0, Oscar Sierra India, Tom Highlands Ranch, no traffic.
Kilo 0, Lima Alpha Mike. India, this is Mike 0 LEI, Larry Lakewood.
Kilo Echo 0, November Romeo Echo, Jim in Littleton, no traffic.
W6OAV, Highlands Ranch, good evening.
Kilo 0, Kilo Papa Sierra, Kevin Lakewood, no traffic.
Whiskey 0, Mike Delta Kilo, Matt in Denver.
Alright, Net Control, like to acknowledge and welcome following check-ins. KD0CGF Kenny, KE0OSI Tom, and I had a double. I did get K0LAI Larry, and I did not get the other one at all. And Jim K0 question mark, I did not get your suffix. Could you come back with that for me, please?
Kilo Echo 0, November Romeo Echo, Jim in Littleton.
Alright, Kilo 0, November Romeo Echo Jim. Next I had W6OAV Bill, and K0KPS Kevin, and W0MDK Matt. If I missed you would come back here with the next call, I'd appreciate it. Make a second call for radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters K through O, Kilo through Oscar. Please call now.
Whiskey Foxtrot 0 Mike, this is Mike in Broomfield. WT0N, Dave in Lakewood.
And Net Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. WF0M Mike and WG0, and Dave. Move on down the alphabet. Radio amateur whose call suffixes begin letters P through T, Papa through Tango. Please call now.
Whiskey Bravo 2, Sierra Hotel Romeo, Stanton, Denver, no traffic.
K0, RCW, Robert and Lakewood, no traffic.
November 0, Tango, Romeo, Papa, Jim in Lakewood.
Kilo Echo 0, Yankee Kilo Victor, Bill in Lakewood, no traffic.
W0TX, repeater.
Net control, like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. WB2, SHR, Stan. K0, RCW, Robert. N0, TRP, Jim. And K0YKV, Bill. Make one more call for radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters P through T, Papa through Tango. Please call now. Move down the alphabet. Radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters U through Z, uniform through Zulu. Please call now.
KF0UV, Marshall and Glendale.
Kilo 0, Yankee Echo Sierra, Cannon Broomfield, no traffic.
Net control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. KF0UV, Marshall. And Marshall, you got a loud buzz on your signal again tonight. And next I had K0YES, Ken. Make one more call for radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters U through Z, uniform through Zulu. Please call now. All right, we'll open up the entire alphabet. Radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters A through Z, Alpha through Zulu. Please call now.
Kilo Echo 0, Mike Golf Tango, Don and Aurora, no traffic. Whiskey Bravo 0, Alpha Alpha Mike, Jim in Aurora, no traffic.
Net control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. K0MGT, Don, and WB0AAM, Jim. Be a chance for late check-ins a little later in the net. And at this time, I'd like to turn the net over to our club president, Jerry Bill Howard, W0GB. Go ahead, Jerry, the net's yours.
All right, Jim. Well, thanks. Welcome, everybody. Don't have a whole lot tonight other than just a point that if today would have been our Hamfest day for Denver Radio Club if we were able to have one. So hopefully next year we'll bring better conditions and we'll be able to do that. This Wednesday is our regular meeting, and of course it'll be another virtual meeting, and we'll have our Elmer session at 6 p.m., so join in for that, and we'll have our regular meeting and program at 7, and our program will be on hotspots, presented by Bill, W0SUN, so he's going to give us a lot of information on hotspots, what works and what doesn't, and some good pointers on those. So it seems like hotspots sometimes are a little bit of a lot of questions there, so that'll be a good program. I don't have anything else. I hope everybody's doing well and staying safe, and we'll kick it back to you, Jim, W0GV.
Okay, thanks so much, Jerry. Appreciate that. And I don't see anybody that indicated they had traffic when they checked in tonight. I'm sorry if I missed you, but I don't see anything here on my log. This is the Denver Radio Club Net, W0TX, and this is K0TR, Net Control Station. Does anyone have any other comments, information, or business for the net? If so, please call now. All right, one item I mentioned last Sunday night, I'll repeat that tonight in case some of you who weren't here last Sunday night. A number of vendors that actually, I guess ICOM was the primary sponsor, had actually conducted a virtual ham fest, or virtual ham expo, I guess they referred to it as, and I found it to be quite interesting and quite a different change to being go to a ham fest in person. And with the COVID virus, it's a nice alternative, I guess. They had a 2-day ham fest a week ago on Saturday and Sunday, and they left the website open for 30 days that people can go back and listen to papers they had. They had about, around 30 papers, I think, maybe more. And so you can go back and listen to those presentations. They still have left open their vendor booths, so you can go through and look at their wares and such. And it's quite a presentation, somewhat in 3 dimensions, particularly when you arrive at the convention center.
Find a suitable donor.
And then go inside, and you can actually then look, see what papers they were given at the auditorium, or you could go to the I think it's the vendor site on there that you can look at the different vendor booths and see what they had to offer as well. But quite an interesting approach, and they plan to have another one this next March. So if you're interested, you might check it out and see what you think. And being that we can't go to any ham fest face to face, like Jerry said, we had to cancel ours this year. And this is a little bit different approach, and see what you think of it. I think it's September 9th or somewhere in that area, I believe, that they will have it open. And it does not cost anything. You just would sign in with your email, and then the convention center actually comes up, and if you then take your mouse and click on the entrance, you'll go inside and you'll see all the different forums they have there along the heading of up above the balcony, I guess I'd say. So let me give you that website address. It's https://QSOtoday.com. Victor, Fairs, that's all one word, .com. And if you log into that website, it'll ask for your email address and then sign you in. So you might check it out. A lot of good papers and interesting vendor booths that they had. And V-Fairs is the company that put on the website, and they did quite a job as far as the design. So see what you think of it, and I hope you enjoy it. One more question before I go on. Any other comments, information, or business for the net? Please call now. All right, do we have any late check-ins? Please call now.
Whiskey Zero, Sierra Bravo Sierra, Tony Hudson.
All right, Tony, I'll see if I got your call sign right here. WB0, Sierra Bravo Sierra, is that correct?
Yeah, I rattled it off a little too fast. It's Whiskey Zero, Sierra Bravo Sierra, W0 SBS. And my only comment was that, sorry we didn't have the Hamfest today. It was my birthday today. I was hoping to get, a lot of good deals. And 64 times around the sun today, so I've done some traveling. But anyway, back to you. Thank you. W0 SBS.
Well, happy birthday, Tony. Yeah, sorry we couldn't have the Hamfest. All of us are disappointed about that, but that's the way things go sometimes, with never knowing what's around the corner. So you certainly are aware of that after, like you say, 64 trips. So have a good one. And sorry I got the call signs goofed up there, but we'll do better next time. All right, I'll go through and, before I do that, I'll check one more time. Is there any other late check-ins? Please call now. All right, I'll go through and cover next weekend's contests and upcoming Hamfests. Don't really have much on the Hamfest calendar, as you can appreciate. But the one that still stands in there is not sure if that's going to happen or not. That's going to be the 285 Tech Connect presentation. It's scheduled to be November 7th in Lakewood. We'll have to wait and see whether that happens or not. And that's a technical conference they have. And let's see. Upcoming Hamfests, got the Hawaii QSO party that begins on August 22nd at 0400 hour Zulu, goes through August 24th until 0400 hour Zulu. That's on 160 through 10 meters, and that's a CW phone and digital contest. Next, the Ohio QSO party. That begins on August 22nd at 1600 hour Zulu, goes through August 23rd until 0400 hour Zulu. That's on 80 through 10 meters, and that's a CW and phone contest. Next, we have the CVA DX contest single sideband. Begins on August 22nd at 2100 hour Zulu, goes through August 23rd until 2100 hour Zulu. That is also 80 through 10 meters, and that's, of course, a phone contest. And lastly, we have the 50 megahertz fall sprint. That begins on August 22nd. 2300 hour Zulu goes through August 23rd until 0300 hour Zulu. That is on 6 meters, and that is a CW phone and digital contest. Couple reminders. High Noon Net, they meet daily at 12 noon with early check-ins beginning at 11:30. They meet on a frequency of 7.240 megahertz on a 40-meter band. And also the Salvation Army Saturnet. They meet at 1500 hours Zulu, that's 9 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And they meet Monday through Saturday on a frequency of 14.265 megahertz, which is on the 20-meter band.
GV.
W0GV, go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, the 285 Tech Fest is canceled, and that is on their webpage. It is canceled.
Alrighty, thanks for that. I guess it shouldn't be a surprise, but yeah, I failed to check that today and see. But alright, appreciate that. So it doesn't look like we got anything coming up here for sometime next year, I guess. Unless we look at the virtual Ham Expo that's supposed to be in March, I guess that's a long ways off. Alright, thanks for that, Jerry. The Denver Radio Club maintains the following repeaters for use by all radio amateurs. The 147.330 megahertz with a positive offset. The 145.490 megahertz with a negative offset. The 224.380 megahertz with a negative offset. The 449.350 megahertz with a negative offset. The 448.625 megahertz with a negative offset. The 447.825 megahertz with a negative offset. Our digital turbo repeater operating on Brandmeister on 7875 megahertz with a negative offset, and our C4 FM digital repeater on 449.775 megahertz with a negative offset. The 447.825 megahertz repeater is configured for narrowband FM, and that requires a digital coded squelch of 073. There are two repeaters on 147.330 megahertz. The repeater on Lakewood requires a 100 hertz PL tone, and a second repeater located east near Franktown requires a 131.8 hertz PL tone. We have a second repeater in the same frequency out east to improve coverage along the Front Range and into the canyons. However, having two repeaters on the same frequency that have different propagations requires that you monitor the frequency to ensure neither is in use prior to making your call. The 449.350 megahertz repeater provides wide area coverage, and this repeater hosts our Echolink station, W0TX node number 4140. And the 448.625 megahertz repeater is linked with the 145.490 megahertz repeater. The repeater on 449.775 is now a C4 FM digital only repeater, and each repeater requires a 100 hertz PL tone for activation, except as noted, and each uses standard offsets. And for packet, we have the 145.050 megahertz gateway on 2 meters that is interconnected with the 14.105 megahertz gateway on 20 meters for packet QSO. And we have a 6-meter repeater on 53.09 megahertz with an input on 52.09 megahertz with a required 107.2 hertz PL tone. Your support of the Denver Radio Club is greatly appreciated. If you'd like to participate in any of the many club activities, please contact our club president, Jerry Howard, W0GV. And I'd like to especially thank our visitor tonight, KE0DSJ David. Appreciate you dropping by, and certainly we invite you to join us any Sunday evening. And I'd like to thank everyone for checking into the Denver Radio Club Net tonight. Your support is greatly appreciated. I hope you all have a great week. 7-3. And tonight we had a total of 36 check-ins in the Denver Radio Club W0TX. Net is now closed at 9:20. and repeaters available for regular use. This is K0TOR Net Control Station, and please stand by a moment while I return the PL tone to the repeater.
PL on.
And it's K0TOR, and I'm clear.